Well, thanks so much, Jerry. It's my honor to be here and to have the opportunity to co-sponsor this panel discussion, which I'm really excited to listen in on. You mentioned we've been around for 60 years. LMI started as a not-for-profit, and we are still owned by a parent not-for-profit company. But our mission has always been to help the government solve its most challenging problems. And we do that really as, it really started as a company of consultants. But we have moved, and perhaps the reason, Jerry, that you sort of see us as bursting onto the scene in the last couple of years is we've moved more and more to integrating our strong consulting capabilities across a really wide variety of different problem areas for the government. I mean, everything from energy security to project management to HR to acquisition within the Defense Department. I mean, it's a really wide range of capabilities, but marrying that up with digital capabilities, and of course, the hot topic today is artificial intelligence, machine learning, and we have an active practice in those areas. So, one of I know that the panel is going to tackle a number of the challenges that exist right now, particularly in terms of pricing AI ML and how the government buys it, with an emphasis on DoD, although it's not just a DoD problem, obviously, those problems really are going to be really a lot of light is shown on those problems by exactly the kind of speakers that you're going to hear from today on the panel. Hearing from the software industry, hearing from people with experience in hardware, hearing from folks that are actually running AI companies, all really important, as is, of course, the government perspective. So we sit more at that intersection of services and digital capabilities. And I think that's going to be such an important part of this conversation. How do you bring those two different groups together to actually solve the problems that AI and ML can solve? Because it's not a magic bullet, and it really depends on having the subject matter experts and the digital experts in the room together, talking together and understanding the true nature of the problems. So that's one thing I'm really anxious to hear this panel talk about. And the other, it's been mentioned before in the read ahead that some of you may have seen on the panel discussion. There's the bright shiny object syndrome going on with AI and ML right now, right? You can buy it and it's going to solve all your problems and it's going to be a miracle. And we all know, I think everyone probably that's listening knows that's not the case. But how we deal with that perception is a challenge in and of itself. So I will turn it back over to you, Jerry, so we can get on with the great panel discussion that we're going to hear today.